Hello friends, I am Bharti from Learn Like a Child 1. Friends, we have been learning the chapter polynomials. Today we are seeing the polynomial part 2. In polynomial part 2, we are dealing with zeros, not our regular zeros, little different kind of zeros. What are those zeros and how we are going to find zeros of given polynomial is today's class. So let us start. Okay, before going to today's class, let me tell you the answers or solutions of the work which I had given you yesterday. Okay, write whether the following statements are true or false. Justify your answer. Friends, now you can open up your homework notebook and see what you have done in your homework work. By the way, I am solving these problems for you. First one, just we have to say whether they are true or false. But without solving the problem, you cannot say anything about any problem. Okay? Yeah. A binomial can have at most two terms. At most means you have to understand the meaning of at most. At most means it is giving a maximum condition for you. It also indicates that you can have one also. So maximum two, you can have one also. First, it is general meaning of the term at most. With reference to this statement, a binomial can have at most two terms. It is absolutely false because a binomial can have exactly two terms, not less than two, not more than two. So here, if they had used the word exactly, this statement would have been correct. But now it is wrong. A binomial can have exactly two terms is the correct statement. Now what should we write here? We have to write false. This statement is false. Next, every polynomial is binomial. So funny. If every polynomial had been a binomial, then what is the necessity of naming a new word polynomial? We would have named it as binomial only. You would have learned the topic binomial only. No? Yes. So when we have named something as polynomial, it means along with binomial, it has many other things to do. So every polynomial is not a binomial. So this is also false. In other words, if they had given like this, every binomial is a polynomial, it would have correct. But in this case, it is false. Next question. A binomial may have degree 5. Yeah. Degree is nothing to do with the condition of the binomial because binomial mainly depends on the number of terms. A binomial is a polynomial having two terms. It has two terms. But the degree is highest power of the variable. A binomial can have a variable having any degree. For example, you just take 2x to the power of 7 and 8. 8 is a term. 2x to the power 7 is also a term. There are two terms. This is term number 1 and this is term number 2. It has two terms, but its degree is 7. So in this way, a binomial may have degree 5 is a true statement. It is true. Next, there are two other questions which are related to zeros, but now you don't know the anything about zeros, so I am not going to solve them. At the end of this session, you can find answers for these two questions. Okay, let us start with today's. Zeros of the polynomial. Okay. Is 0 the 0 of the polynomial? Like whenever we say 0, we Imagine this kind of zero. Sometimes whenever somebody says zero means we feel exactly nothing. Yeah, please don't feel nothing, because if you put some zeros in front of one in your note, you will find huge amount of money. So zero has its own meaning with reference to situation. Yes, but in this case, zero, this zero is not zero of the polynomial. Then what else? Let us see. I have taken here a polynomial. This is binomial, 2x plus 4. Now I want to replace this x by minus 2. Let us see what happens. Replace means you just put minus 2 in place of x, only that much. Remaining things we have to keep as it is. Now just simplify. When minus 2 is here, 2 is here, it means 2 times of negative 2, that will be minus 4, and plus 4 we have to keep as it is. If you simplify these two things, it means if you add negative 4 to positive 4, you will get 0. So by somehow we are getting 0 only, but meaning is little different. So what is that? 0 of the polynomial is like a destiny. Destiny means you want a hotel, you want a movie theater, that is your 0 here. Okay, that is your destiny. You want a movie theater, that is your destiny. To reach that destiny, you want something, like you want a transportation, you want a two-wheeler, or you want a car kind of thing. Those things which take you to destiny, those things take you to your movie talkies, they are our zeros. It means zero has huge value here. Here, instead of a car or two-wheeler or a mode of transportation, how will you reach your destiny, movie talkies or a restaurant? Yeah. So here also in polynomial, the numbers which makes our polynomial zero are called as our zeros of the polynomial. In terms of mnemonics, if I tell you our zero is not at all a zero, but he is a hero of our story who leads the whole movie and takes us to end of the movie. So it may be a number, so it may be a constant, you can say, with reference to polynomial. We say that a zero of a polynomial p of x is a number c such that p of c equals 0. So whenever you substitute some value to the polynomial, you will get 0. So that value will be your 0. Now our work is to understand how to find that 0 of the polynomial. So we'll move to next concept. So let us find whether this. Now, how can we find 0 of the polynomial? To find 0 of the polynomial, we have to equate the given polynomial to 0. Are the roots and zeros same? One more concept is there. Before finding zeros of the polynomial, we have to understand, because sometimes people use the word roots instead of zeros. Why? Why we use roots? Are they same? Absolutely, they are same. Absolutely, Roots and zeros same. But where do you use the word roots? Yeah, you are right. When we solve quadratic equations or some other equation, you can say any equation, the values or the answer or the number you get is the root. Suppose 2x plus 7, you well know that it is a polynomial. Same time, if I equate this to 0, if I go on simplifying, like first I'll shift this 7 to right side, I'll get 2x is equal to 7. Then I'll shift this 2 to right side, I'll get 7 by 2. Now I have got the value x is equal to 7 by 2. Now this 7 by 2 is called as root of this equation. When you use the word equation, you have to use the word root. When it comes to polynomial, you have to use the word 0. It is only a usage practice, you can say. Is our polynomial be a equation? Yes. To find value of a polynomial, we have to equate every polynomial to 0. In that case, it is root only. Yes, you have to remember, when you use the word polynomial equation, you have to use the root. When you simply use the word polynomial, you have to use the word 0. Yes. Now we will solve one such example. 0 of the polynomial. We are not exactly finding its 0. They have given its 0. We are testing it is whether it is x is equal to 1 by 2 is 0 or what. Okay. Let me take this polynomial 2x square plus 7x minus 4. Let me write p of x is equal to, because it is the style of writing polynomial. Okay, let me substitute half in place of x, because I am just verifying whether 1 by 2 is 0 of this polynomial or what. 2 in place of x, let me put 2 half, that is 1 by 2. Then in place of x here again I have to put half, then minus 4. Now this is 2, this is 1 by 4 plus 7 by 2, because you are multiplying this 1 by 7. If you don't have any number in denominator, just consider here as 1. And if you multiply this 2 by 1, again you will get 2 minus 4. Now if you divide 2 and 4, you'll get 1 by 2, because 2 ones are 2 twos are. And this is 7 by 2 and minus 4 by 1. Again, by simplifying, our whole denominator will be 2. To get the whole denominator here 2, as I don't have here 2. So what I'll do is, I'll multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. Now you can see here 2, 2 and 2. It means the all denominators are 2. With respect to all these, I have taken single 2 here. Now I'll write numerators as it is. 4 2s are 8. Don't remember to multiply here. Now 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 minus 8 by 2. If you add negative 8 to positive 8, you will get the value 0. 0 by 2 means 0 only. So we have got 0. What is the meaning of getting 0 in this sum? Is if any value that leads us to 0 is our, yes, you have absolutely understood, is our 0. It is this type of zero. I mean, it is our hero. For some instance, you can use the word hero if you are confused with two zeros here. If any value that leads us to zero is our hero. Yeah, I think you have understood it clearly. Next, we will move to zeros of constant and zero polynomial. Yesterday, we had learned that there are many types of many types of polynomials. Under that, we learned one zero polynomial and constant polynomial. First, let us start with constant polynomial. Any number is our constant polynomial that we know. Here I have taken a constant polynomial p of x is equal to 5. Okay, now let me try or let me verify whether this polynomial is uh, satisfying at x is equal to 2. It means I want to check whether this 2 is our hero or what. It means I have to substitute this 2 in the place of x. Yes, I have substituted. But there is no place to substitute in real polynomial. Right? You are not getting any x here. What to do for that? Let me make some arrangement. If some guests come to our home, if we don't have a furniture, we will arrange somehow and make them to sit no like that. Now I have taken x to the power of 0. What is mean by x to the power of 0? X to the power of 0 gives us 1. If you multiply this 1 with 5, you will get 5. It means there is no disturbance in our values. Therefore, I can write x to the power of 0 here. Now I have made place for our 2. So if I substitute 2 for x and remaining things we have to keep same. Now it is 2 to the power of 0 means again 1. Any value with power 0 gives us 1. Therefore, 2 to the power of 0 is 1. So, if you multiply this 5 with 1, 5 times of 1 is 5. It means we have got the same value. It is just like uh, putting around and around and around the whole mountain and getting simply a rat. We have got the same value. What it indicates? It indicates this constant polynomial has no zero. Zero of this constant polynomial is always nothing. So you have to keep it in mind that zero of constant polynomial is no zero. It has no zero, nothing. Okay. Now let us see one more thing, that is zero polynomial. A number 0 is zero polynomial. We write zero polynomial like this. P of x is equal to 0. So this is our zero polynomial. Then it is a very interesting to know that zeros of zero polynomial are our all real numbers. Every real number can be a zero of zero polynomial. Friends, these things are very important. They can be asked in multiple choice questions, so you have to remember. But you can remember them in a fun way. Like zero of zero polynomial is lot of things. Like every real number can be a zero of the zero polynomial, but no zero for constant polynomial. These are two important things. I think you have understood them. Again, we'll see some examples. Check whether 2 and minus 2 are zeros of the polynomial. Let me move fast. Now you have understood. P of x is equal to x plus 2. First, let me try this 2. One thing we have to try. I'll substitute 2 for x. 2 plus 2, this is 4. See, you have got the number 4. What it indicates? Then this 2 is not our hero because it has not led us to our movie talkies, our ice cream parlor, because it is 4. To get a movie talkies or ice cream parlor, we have given some symbol 0 to this. 0 means our destiny. The number which takes us to our destiny is the 0. that is hero. So this hero is not our 0. Fine. Let me try one more number. P of x is equal to x plus 2. P of minus 2. Here I am substituting the minus 2 for x. This is minus 2, this is plus 2. If you add negative 2 to positive 2, you will get 0. It means it is our destiny. It is our ice cream parlor we have got. The hero who has led us there, minus 2. So minus 2 is our hero, minus 2 is our 0. Yes. Next, let us take a linear polynomial. Yesterday I have taught you how linear polynomial would be. So let me write one polynomial here, ax plus b. Ax plus b. So let us see what will be its 0. So for that I have to equate this ax plus b to 0. If they have given you the value, it's fine, you will substitute. What will you do? If they don't give you the values, then you have to equate it to 0. Very simple. Now I will shift this b to right side. What I'll get is ax is equal to minus b. Now let me shift this a to right side. What I'll get is minus b by a. If you substitute minus b by a here in your x, definitely you will be leading your company to cinema talkies or restaurant, that is to 0. So our hero is minus b by a. Find 0 of the polynomial. Here the value of the polynomial at x is equal to 1. We have to find 0 of this. It means we have to simply check. The question is little wrong. Check whether 1 is 0 of the polynomial 5x square. Here 5x square minus 3x plus 1. Let us see whether 1 is its 0 or what. P of x at x is equal to 1 is given by. We have to substitute 1 in the place of x. So by substituting 1, we'll get 5x square. 5x square. Here you are substituting 1, and 3x. Here you are substituting 1 plus 7. 5 square of the 1 is 1. If you multiply that 1 by 5, you will get 5. And this is, if you multiply 3 times 1, you will get 3 plus 7. So here first let me add two positive numbers. Those are 5 and 7. If you add 7 to 5, you will have 12. If you add negative 3 to 12, you will get 9. So its value is 9. Now you just tell me whether 9 is, whether 1 is 0 of this polynomial or what. Absolutely. 1 is not a 0 because it has not led us to our destiny, 0. So I hope you understood this sum. Let us move to next one. Here we have had some important observations based on our learnings. First one is 0 of the polynomial need not be a 0. You just think over it. 0 of the polynomial need not be a 0. Absolutely. 0 if you solve 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Yeah, it is already equated to 0. Now we have to find its 0. I mean hero we have to find here. To find the hero, we will substitute, shift these values. 2x plus 2x is equal to minus 3, x is equal to minus 3 by 2. So its 0 is minus 3 by 2. Next, 0 may be the 0 of the polynomial. 0 may be, sometimes we get the value 0. By solving all the equation, we get the value 0. Our hero is sometimes 0. Yeah, that can be the case. Every linear polynomial has one and only one zero. Linear polynomials, when you say linear, how many terms will you have? P of x is 2x plus 5. It is a linear polynomial. It has one and only one. Here we are determining the number of zeros not on the basis of its number of terms but by its degree. So it has degree 1. Definitely you will going to have exactly one solution, one root or one zero. So this is the thing. On that basis, every linear polynomial has one and only one zero. If it is a quadratic polynomial, you will have definitely two zeros, like that. A polynomial can have more than one zero. Absolutely. Many heroes can take us to our destiny. Therefore, we can have many zeros. So, every polynomial can have more than one zero. These are few important observations. Few more examples. Check whether given are zeros of the polynomial. Let me show you whether these two heroes are our zeros of what. 3x square minus 1. Let me put it as p of x is equal to 3x square minus 1. Here first we have to substitute the value. What they have given? First they have given is minus 1 by root 3. So p of minus 1 by root 3. 3 in place of x, what I have to write is 1 by minus 1 by root 3 square minus 1. Okay. 3. If you square negative 1, again you will get a positive 1, that is clear. If you square a square root number, you will get a free number, like square and square root cancels each other, you will get 3 minus 1. Okay, 3 get cancels, you will get 1 minus 1, that means 0. Okay, minus 1 by root 3 is leading us towards 0, therefore it is our 0. It is our hero. That is correct. Let me try with one more number, 2 by 3. 3 of x is equal to 3x square minus 1. Correct. Here we have to substitute 2 by 3. Okay. 2 by 3. What happens? We'll see. 3, 2 by 3 square minus 1. 3, on squaring this fraction, we'll get 4 by 9 minus 1. 3 ones are, 3 threes are, we get 4 by 3 minus 1. By making this 3 by 3, we can easily get denominator 3. If you add positive 4 to negative 3, you will get 1. So its value is 1 by 3. So what we have to get here? If we have got here 0, it means 2 by 3 is our hero. Otherwise, no. So it means 2 by 3 is not a 0. Not a 0. Whereas minus 1 by root 3 is our 0, because it is leading us to 0, but here it is not leading us to 0. It's not 0, no. Therefore, so let me give you homework. This is, you just pause the video and note down these questions and solve. Tomorrow you just see whether your answers and the answers that I will be discussing are coinciding or what. This will be homework for you. Students, I think you have properly understood the concept of zeros of a polynomial. In tomorrow class, let me continue with polynomials. Until then, take care. Bye. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and keep on your bell notification so that you will get my next video as soon as I post it. Thank you.